Hello guys, Luke here and welcome back to Lukewarm Cup of Coffee. Ah yes, the Sony PlayStation Portable, one of my personal favourite portable consoles of all time. I myself had the PSP 1000 model back in the day. I think it was around 2006-2007. I had a PSP 1000 model. The PSP 1000 was also known as the Fat PSP. Of course, soon after we had the PSP 2000 and 3000 models, which were called the Slim and Light. You can see on the PSPs in front of me here, all of them say Slim and Light, although the bottom middle one, the Final Fantasy Crisis Core console, is a 2000 model, and the other three are 3000 models, but they all say Slim and Light on the front. Now, back when I got my PSP 1000, I just couldn't believe that I had basically the power of the PS2 portably in my pocket. I was playing games like Gran Turismo on PSP, I was playing games like Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. I couldn't believe that I could play a full 3D GTA game on a portable console at the time. It was just unbelievable because at the time I also had a Nintendo DS Lite, and that could barely do 3D. Yes, I had Super Mario 64 DS, and that was 3D. However, it didn't have a joystick, so you couldn't move in 3D space. You had to use a stylus to move around. The PSP at least had at least one thumbstick. So because of the drawbacks of playing first-person shooters on the PSP, I mostly stuck to platformers, RPGs, and the like. I actually had this model right down the bottom here, the Crisis Core Final Fantasy PSP. Although I didn't have a CRB one, I just had the loose console. Shortly after, I had the Fat PSP, and I had the Crisis Core game as well, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Now, in today's video, I won't actually be unboxing any of these PSPs. Out of these 4 consoles, 3 of them are actually sealed consoles. They have been sealed for like 20-ish odd years, and that's not going to change today. I'm not going to be opening any of them. The bottom middle one, of course, the Crisis Core PSP 2000 Slim and Light, that has been opened already on my channel, and you can see this video up here in the corner if you would like to see that unboxing of that console. But basically today, I'm just going to go over the 3 very limited edition Slim and Light consoles, 2 of which I couldn't even find results for on price charting or eBay or anything. The Hannah Montana PSP Slim and Light and the Harry Potter PSP Vibrant Blue bundle. Price charting doesn't even have these in their database. So I will actually be adding to Price Charting's database later today after I'm done filming this video. So if I'm not going to unbox a PSP today in this video, well, what am I going to do? Well, I thought we'd just have a closer look. Again, the Gran Turismo PSP I have here, the Slim and Light 3000, that is a little more common. You can see these quite regularly on eBay, but however, the Hannah Montana and the Harry Potter PSPs, you definitely do not see a lot of. If you go on eBay right now and have a look, I don't think you'll be able to find. There is a US NTSC model of the Hannah Montana one, but it's actually a taller box. I don't know what else they have in the box. I think it's the same pack. This is the PAL Australian release of Hannah Montana PSP bundle, and it's actually the only way you can get this special color lilac PSP. This color did not release in any other, like on its own or in any other pack, whereas the Harry Potter PSP here, you can actually get the vibrant blue PSP 3000 separately, but they did this bundle here, which bundled it with Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And like I said, you've got the Gran Turismo PSP here, which is basically just a PSP 3000 black, but they've put a little tiny silver GT logo just below the face buttons. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and move the camera to over top of the table, and we'll have a closer look at these PSP consoles. So here I have the PSP Slim and Light 2000 model, which is bundled with Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, and here's a special design PSP as well. We'll just do a quick overview here. If you watched the video I mentioned earlier, I did pick this up recently in a garage sale. You can see the back of the PSP there. It's got Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, 10th anniversary here, and then sort of the character logo here. This has the game in it as well. It didn't actually come CRB. I realized this in my last video where I got this. I had to buy a charger for it. I also had to buy a battery for it as well. It didn't come with a battery. Okay, we are now onto one of the first sealed PSPs. Now, I'm very anxious about taking the plastic off some of these because obviously the plastic isn't part of the sealing of the console. It's simply to protect the edges, the corners of the box to keep it pristine. But let's go ahead and take the plastic off anyway. I've got tape here and there. It's going to be a bit awkward. So I'm obviously being super careful with this. All right, here we go. You'll now be able to see it in all its glory, of course. There she is. One of the grails of my collection. All 3 of the sealed PSPs are obviously, I consider grails in my collection. They'll basically never go down in value. They'll only go up as long as I keep them sealed. Now, something I didn't mention earlier, all 3 of these PSPs actually came from the same place. Believe it or not, it came from a store. All 3 came from the same original seller that bought them from retail. And to prove that, I've actually got receipts in each of these boxes down the side here. I've got receipts tucked into each box. The original receipts of the original owner purchased these. I think they were at a Big W or something like that. In Australia, we have a store called Big W, and I believe these were bought there. I'll be able to verify that soon. I'm not going to take each receipt out. I'll just take out one of them. I've got one of them It's more easy to take out in one of the other consoles. But anyway, we're just going to have a quick overview here of the box. We have here just an enhanced screen, built-in microphone. I don't know if the PSP 2000 had a microphone. I actually got to look that up. I'm curious. I know the PSP 1000 didn't have a microphone, but the PSP 2000 might have. We have the back here. Again, beautiful box. It should be. It's sealed. So there's tape on both of these here to indicate that it is sealed. Now, it's not the usual sort of round sticker that you usually see on most sealed consoles. With Sony ones anyway, they just kind of have like regular tape, which doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence buying these in the first place. Like, I was very skeptical when you hear something sealed, right? You go, well, is it really sealed? Has someone just put tape over the box again, like kept it really nice, but then just like put tape back over it and sold it for a way bigger markup because it's sealed? But again, these actually do come with the original receipts, and the tape does look old. If you look closely here, I'll show it up to the camera. There is a bit of dirt actually around that piece of tape there. So you can tell it's not just tape that someone's chucked on recently and just sold it. It is still sealed. It has here on the front the list of contents you get with the PlayStation Portable. You get the PSP itself, the game, carry case, and you get a free download code for the Corvette ZR1 as well. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games on the PlayStation Portable. It is a bit of a collectathon, this game. I don't know if you guys have actually played Gran Turismo on PSP. It's more about collecting the whole car list. It's not so much about winning tournaments and that. I mean, that is necessary for earning money so that you can buy the cars, but it's almost a bit like Pokemon, where it's more about gotta get all the catch all the cars. Like, you gotta buy all the cars for your collection. That's basically what this game's about. All right, next here we have the Vibrant Blue PSP 3000 model. Again, it says here enhanced screen, built-in microphone. I'm guessing it did have that over the 2000. I will look it up later, but this is the bundle with the Harry Potter Half-Blood Prince game. I have actually played this game before. I haven't played on actual PSP, I played it emulated. It's not the best way to experience Harry Potter Half-Blood Prince. I would definitely recommend playing it on either the Wii, 360 or PS3 for the best console experience. But if you only have a handheld console to play Harry Potter games on, I mean, the PSP has you sorted right there. They do have a fair few other Harry Potter games on there. This bundle, it's just very rare, this one. I don't see it. Again, it's an Australian PAL release. Again, one of my sealed PSPs. I paid a lot of money for this. Let's go ahead and take the bag off. Okay, finally sorted the bag out. There we go. And here she is. Harry Potter PSP 3000 bundle. Not something you see every day. That's kind of why I decided to make a video on this, even though I'm not unboxing these, of course. I don't think we'll ever unbox these consoles. Again, you look on eBay, you can't even find one of these CRB, let alone sealed. I might have the only one in the country, I'm not sure. If someone does see another one online, like, let me know. You got the content of the box there, you got PSP Slim and Light 3000 model, Vibrant Blue. Now again, you can buy this color PSP on its own, but this one obviously has the carry case and the game bundled with it. At the back here, you can see how the left and right latches still have tape over them. Now the tape, you can, because it's a lighter color box, this one, you can tell a lot easier that it is the original tape. If you look closely, it's got a bit of browning around the edge. It's been there a long time, as you can tell. That helps verify that it has been so many years since this tape's been added onto the console. And again, like I mentioned before, this has the original purchase receipt tucked in down the side here. Again, I'll wait till I get to the Hannah Montana one and I'll take the receipt out and show you guys the receipt. So if I ever sell these on, I don't know if I ever will, but there might come a day where I need the money and I need to sell these. Well, at least I have a way of authenticating where these came from originally and I can tell the story. If you guys ever buy anything that's sealed, I don't really aim to buy things that are sealed very often, but when I do, I usually like to find out what the story is. So how someone came to have a sealed console, because if they don't really have a story of how it happened or it doesn't really make sense, then, well, it may be a fake sealed item. So you just got to be careful out there. Now, before we get to the final PlayStation Portable there, the Hannah Montana console, I thought I'd show off this. This is not a PlayStation Portable. This is a PS Vita. Or Vita, however you like to say it. Now, this is just a PS Vita 1000 model, by far the best model. The PSP 2000 took away the OLED screen, and it added built-in storage, which is nice, but it took away the OLED screen. That's the main reason I love this PS Vita. Now, the reason I'm showing this to you, it's just a Vita, right? It's just a box standard. It's no special edition. It's not sealed. It's not in box. I didn't buy it boxed. But this, if you are interested in actually playing PlayStation Portable, I highly recommend using a PS Vita 1000 console. Again, you get the beautiful OLED screen. These are one of the easiest consoles to soft mod. You basically need to just buy an SD to Vita adapter on eBay or Amazon. They're like $9 for an adapter. And that allows you to put a micro SD card into the PS Vita game slot. And then you can load on custom firmware and basically, yeah, download the whole Vita library. There's an app, a special app called PKGJ. I'm not going to go into it any more than that. If you know, you know. But you can basically get the entire libraries for PSP, PS Vita, and PS1 games, all on the Vita. Now here we have the special edition Lilac PSP 3002 model. Now if you look down the corner here, you can see the letters XZL. I actually don't know what the X and Z stand for, but the L stands for Lilac. You will not find this L on any other console because this is the only way you can get a Lilac PSP, is from the Hannah Montana bundle. This is the, again, Australian PAL release. Good luck finding one of these. I believe I have the only one. I paid a lot of money to get this because me and the store that I bought it from believe that it is the only one. Let's go ahead and take it out of the bag now so we have a better look. So here it is, the Hannah Montana PSP bundle in all its glory. You can see down here it comes with the PSP, of course, the game, and it appears to be a carry case and a lanyard as well. So you can actually just have the lanyard connect to the corner of the PSP and hang it off your wrist. On this side of the box, you get a better look at it, game, console, and the, again, wrist strap and case. And on this side, you can see the tape, again, on both sides here. Again, if you look closely at the tape, you can tell it's very, very old tape. On this end as well, actually this tape looks even more old on this side. So like the other two sealed PSPs, I also have a receipt here, which was tucked into the side. I've taken this one out. Oh yes, my memory serves correctly. It did come from Big W. Now these receipts are very faded, by the way. They're almost 20 years old. So bear with me here. I'm going to try and read some of the info on this receipt. I don't know if you can make this out, guys, but the original price was 288 Australian dollars. I can just make it up the top here. It says Big W Sunbury. Now the Sunbury Big W store is only about half an hour from where I live, so it's actually quite close. And the date of purchase is just down here. It says 28th of December 2009. Just after 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So this was bought just after Christmas in 2009. And I go ahead and tuck that back in because again, this is a way of authenticating the purchase of this PSP or the validity of it being sealed. Apparently when the store owner did the deal with him, buying these PSPs from him, he was asked, well, why did he buy these but then not use them or not open them, whatever. He just said, oh, he liked to look at them. So he saw this PSP bundle on the shelf and went, oh, I've got to have that. It looks nice. And he paid $288 to have it. And I'm guessing he would have sold it for a lot more than that recently. So I guess the investment did pay off, although he did sell it to a store. So a store is obviously not going to pay as much markup as a person like me. I paid actually well over $1,000 for this system. I paid over $1,000 Australian for all the systems you saw today, except for the Final Fantasy Crisis Core system that was CRB but used, not sealed, but the 3 sealed PSPs were over $1,000 Australian dollars each. And again, good luck finding any of these online anywhere. Like Gran Turismo, yes, you can find them from time to time. Every now and then someone puts up a sealed one. But the Hannah Montana and Harry Potter bundles, I have not seen until I saw them in this store. And I just had to have them. And there you have it, guys. That's my PSP collection so far. I am looking to add more PSPs to the collection, whether they be sealed or CIB. I don't really like to go for PSPs that are just on their own, loose. I'd rather get one in box. To me, it's much more interesting looking at the box of a PSP than it is the PSP itself. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below whether you had a PSP back in the day. Did you get into PSP recently? Or did you have one for like 20 years like I did? Let me know in the comments. This has been Lukewarm Cup of Coffee. I'm now going to finish my pretty cold coffee. Not lukewarm anymore. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.